Welcome back, everybody. Me and my mom are at a pond right next to my house, and it is 40 degrees and blowing 30-mile-an-hour wind again. It's going to be like this for the next 2 weeks until like mid-April, most likely here in Illinois. But the fishing has been pretty terrible because the fish haven't moved up yet in these ponds. My mom's going to be using a wacky rig. I've got on a fire crawl, chatterbait, a wacky rig, and the big glide that I caught a fish on here last time. So hopefully we can catch a few. The last time we came here, that guy was fishing here, and now we get to fish the whole thing. The wind's good for this pond. It's a 25-mile-an-hour north wind, which good and bad. So we're gonna get to fishing. Hopefully I can get a few. I have no idea how big this fish is. He was way out there in the middle. I mean, fish number 2, not the size of the first one. But we are in Illinois, and look at the colors on this fish. That is crazy. The lighting's not too good because of how overcast it is. But that is the darkest, like prettiest fish I've ever seen in Illinois. This looks like a Florida bass in all this cheese. Like, seriously, look at the colors. Look how dark it is. Super dark lateral line. Super dark green. Super pretty fish. Just along this grass line out here. Fish number 2 on the Texas rig. Straight braid. There he goes. Hopefully we can get a few more. The water's still very cold. I would be throwing a lipless in here, because they do like that in a chatterbait, but there's just an abnormal amount of grass in here for this time of year. It's not easy to make casts in this stuff. It's pretty, I've backlashed and ruined quite a few spools of line at this pond because of these trees. Now I'm gonna go back along that same bank that I just fished with the Texas rig, but with a wacky rig. Now this is nowhere near as weedless, but it is definitely worth a try. My mom had one bite on it on the dam. First cast had a fish, and this is one thing also. Whenever you get a fish off, my whole line is now wrapped in this rose bush and stuck in a tree. So that I saw the fish that got off. He was about 10 inches long, so not that big a deal, but it's a good sign. Maybe we'll catch a few more along here. Oh, I just got absolutely hammered again. Same spot. Probably by that 10-incher. That fish hit the craw too. Hammered it. I've had a fish hit 3 casts in a row right here. If you want to try to catch it. Oh my, that was a good fish. He just started running with it and took my Senko. That is the worst part about fishing a pond like this, is that whenever you lose a fish like that and your line just goes flying back when you miss a hook set, you literally have to retie 100% of the time because you get stuck in 100 rose bushes. Like, that's why I'm not throwing the big glide in the not open areas. That's definitely not the fish that hit last cast, but this is probably the size I was hitting over there where my mom is now. The one that hit 3 times in a row. About an 8-incher, absolute monster. Oh, he's mean. Did you see it? He bit me and then got off. And then he ran in my boot in the water. Hopefully you guys saw that. He clamped down on my thumb and then flopped and was gone. The water's probably only got to warm up I don't know, another 2.5, 3 weeks maybe at max to be able to catch them on frogs in here. It's just hard with the lack of sun because of all the shade for the water to warm up. That fish was real little. There's some gigantic bluegill in here, so this could be the culprit for some of these bites. That fish was still sitting by my boot. That's the splashing sound you guys just heard. That little one that bit me earlier was still sitting by my boot. He just got stuck in the mud, I think. He's gone now. I don't know how well you guys were able to see it, but my mom's got one straight across the way where I just was a minute ago. Usually should be wearing the old GoPro, but there's her first fish. Probably can't really see it. I'll zoom in, but number one for her. Finally got him. Here's the fish that I had hit 3 or 4 times, and my mom hit once or twice. This is that fish. Same exact spot. I literally let it sink all the way to the bottom. There he is. Giant. My 4th one. On the wacky rig, just letting it sink. This is literally right where I had that fish hit 3 times. And he took my Senko, and I'm back over here, and I got him. Now I'm done fishing, but I am going to go over really quick what I was catching the fish on. So the thing I was catching them on, besides the first 2, so 2 of the 4 fish came on just a very little wacky rig hook with a green pumpkin Senko on spinning setup, 15-pound braid to 10-pound fluoro. And then the combo that I caught the 2 bigger fish on was just a super tiny, I think 1/16. That's probably wrong. It's super tiny. It's way smaller than a 1/4 ounce weight, and just a 3/0 wide gap hook. It's a little bent out because I was using it on straight braid, and it's a thin wire hook. So that's what I caught the 3-pounder on, and I was throwing a Guggen Squad Kraken craw on that, but I use whatever craw I just have. I'm just going through what I have. So
I only caught 1 fish. It took me to the very end. I got stuck in 2 trees and 3 rose bushes.
it'd be fun to catch a few more on the big glide. I only made a few casts with it last time I was here, and I caught 1, so hopefully they're eating like that again. Oh my god, I just had one absolutely slam. It was like a 4-pounder. First cast. That fish hammered it. I don't know, you guys might not be able to see it. This water is crystal clear here. That was first cast. He absolutely hammered it. This is I got this glide last fall, and when the water is this clear here in the fall and spring here, these fish just love these big baits. Well, that's a good sign. Hopefully catch a few then. The water's way back down again. Got all that rain, and what was that, January? And it's like not rained since almost. So dry. I think after all these cold nights we've been having, the water in these ponds is probably back into the mid to high 40s, mid to high 40s. That after just picking that grass off, it is cold. Mom's got a fish. Big?
Not tiny, but it's not like giant, but it's fighting. Look at it.
don't even see it. Where's it at?
It's right.
Is it? Oh, it's in the grass.
Oh, what's it?
It's a decent one. Wacky rig fish.
It's my lucky spot. I guess it's because he was in the grass. It felt like he was bigger.
First fish of the day on the wacky rig. Usually catching one right here.
Look at that spot on it. Oh, that's just grass.
It's grass, yeah.
Let it go
The
in the
water's
mud.
insanely clear. There he goes. You can see him literally all the way out 20 feet. It's crazy clear. She has caught a fish there each time we've went this year. Besides the one time we didn't get to fish it last time. You know, this slime grass in here right now is crazy. It goes almost all the way. Well, it's on the bottom, the whole pond, so you can't use any bottom baits all year round in here, which sucks.
Oh, I had a bite.
She had another one in the same spot. If the wind's hitting this bank, you can always catch one on a wacky rig right here. Just gonna try to get one on the glide first. I know they'll eat it. I caught one here 2 days ago on it, and then just had that one swipe at it. You guys saw. I can't believe I haven't had another one yet. Same spot, another fish. Is it big?
It's bigger than last one, I think. Let's say maybe it's stuck. It's in the grass. Nope,
That's a nice one. That's a really nice one. That's a very, very nice fisher here. That's a 3-pounder. Literally just sitting there.
He was over there.
That's a 3-pounder.
That's my nicest one here, I think.
Yeah, super fat fish. On a wacky rig. I'm trying to catch him on the giant glide. And he's just floating a wacky rig with the wind. Aren't you just like dead sticking it, basically? Here goes her 3, probably 3 1/4. Scales over in the car. Should have brought it with us.
Go fish. No, he's not.
Sitting there on Jackson. Well, we figured it out. There's always fish sitting in this corner when the wind's blowing here. I finally am using the wacky rig now after that. She's got the patience and is good at fishing the wacky rig insanely slow, and that's how she catches a lot of fish this time of year. I just had one, same spot as she is. Hit it right on my feet. I mean, literally, I was like barely moving it. These fish are so lethargic right now. After it was 80 for a week here in Illinois about 2 weeks ago, and now for 2 weeks it's been getting down to 30 at nighttime, 20 some nights. So
My worm's pretty torn. You should probably go get another one.
same spot she just caught her too. I got one right at the edge of the grass. Is that where yours have been?
Yeah.
A little bit of a size difference between this one and the one she just caught. Probably right at a pound. They're all really fat and got crazy colors in this insanely clear water. All this grass. I made like 20 casts along this bank, probably more than that in the glide. I had no fish, but that follower across the pond earlier. And then those 3, just one of the wacky. Two seconds later, got another one. I mean, they're literally just sitting right on this grass edge. Probably, this one's tiny. Actually, probably about the same size as the last one. Half a pounder. Again on the wacky. Well, I had one. My Senko was gone. That's the only one I brought with me, so gonna make some casts with the glide and then go back to the car and get more Senkos. They really are just sitting on this grass edge, wanting the wacky rig, it looks like.
It literally, as
A little
soon as the
bigger.
wind picked up. Yeah, it's not bad.
There's her 3rd fish, 5th total on the wacky rig. She's in the same corner. We probably just keep moving back in here with this wind.
There he goes. Yeah, right when the wind picked up, came.
Just had one. picked it up and dropped it. I replaced the roller bearing in this reel right here. My Stratic I've had since 2018, and it finally doesn't make that crazy crunching sound anymore. So thank you guys so much for watching. We are now done fishing, and my mom caught 3 fish, I caught 2, and I had that big one swipe at it at the start. The one my mom caught was probably pushing 3 pounds. It was a super nice fish, especially for this pond and this time of year. So don't forget to like and subscribe. Thanks for watching.